Okay, we've read the data in. We've got my data as in a data frame within R. Now we can run our logistic regression. We're going to use a function called the general linear model, or GLM. It's part of the basic part of R. So once you open this up, what you'll want to do over in R, first of all, is activate the stats, and then you can use the summary my data just to see what your data looks like. And you don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it. And all this does is give you for every variable the average and the min, the max, and quartiles. You can always copy and paste this into Word, but it gives you some summary stats. And the other thing you have to do is take this statement, is how you're going to run, and I would copy and paste it in. So I will make this this PowerPoint available to you, but let's go through what's happening. The model that you have to give it a name. So I'm going to give the model output the name my LR model for my logistic regression model. You can call that whatever you want, just like you could call this anything, but this is going to be my logistic regression model. And then you assign that by using the less than dash, just like what we did up here. And then GLM, and it has a left parentheses, and over here it's got a right parentheses. And then what I'm doing is have tried is my variable. Have tried is the variable, my y variable, and I'm going to have it be a function of all of my other ones. So have tried, and then you put in a tilde. A tilde says is a function of. That's how you replace. A tilde stands for is a function of, and then it's the different variables, age plus weight, and there's spaces between these so that R knows that these are variables. Age, space, plus weight, plus income, plus pay type. Now if you wanted to build a model with a smaller data set, you can. This is using every one of those all the way down to mall trips, comma. So there's my model. Have tried is a function of age, weight, income, pay type, car value, credit card debt, gender, live alone, mall trips, and then comma. Where does the data come from? Data equals my data. It comes from the my data file, and then comma, and then family equals binomial. This is telling you that the have tried is a 0-1 variable, and you have that in double quotes and then in parentheses. So if you bring that over, if you bring this over, and hit enter, it ran. And now how you can look at this then is say summary my LR. And if you get something like this, you know your model is successfully run. So we libraried the stats, summary my data, and then this long statement runs the logistic regression as a function, have tried as a function of all of these. The data comes from my data, family equals binomial, and then to look at the output, you hit summary my LR, and the next video we'll talk about the interpretation of this data.